Yo, what's up, guys?
Welcome to What's the Move? I'm Drewby.
I'm
I'm
Muddy.
I'm Krish.
Yeah. So yeah, we were just like bored in quarantine, so we decided to start a podcast. It wasn't like anything that crazy or deep.
Yeah, we just
Like we were
talk
just like,
about everything, I guess.
I mean, there's no real like limit to what we talk about on here.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we're gonna censor some stuff, but like
Oh
we're
yeah,
not
definitely
gonna.
censored, but
But you guys are
Yeah.
gonna hear a lot of like interesting topics relating to
Mm.
current day teenager events.
Even current events, politics, whatever's going on in the world, even like
whatever we
whatever.
feel like talking about, we're gonna talk about it.
Exactly.
Anything. There's no limit. We're gonna have guests on here. We have some coming up soon. Like you guys don't know yet, but
Yeah.
we were just
Stay
planning
tuned.
that right before. Stay tuned. Might drop a hint to like who the first one is sometime during this episode. But like
Maybe.
this is kind of just like an introduction, if per se.
Yeah.
Like
Alright,
okay,
so
how did
Today we're just gonna be talking about like each other and how we met, how
Mhm.
the friendship started.
yeah,
yeah,
So
how the
who
idea
met
came to be.
first?
I
Who
think
met first?
you and Krish probably.
Oh yeah, me and
me,
Krish.
yeah, me.
Okay, because me and we
We
had a
all
friend
kind of
named
met through.
Faraz.
We all kind of met through TikTok.
Yeah, we definitely met
Yeah.
through TikTok.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
definitely met through. But no, I met Moody in a house party call through another friend of ours. And then yeah, we kind of just like started
We had
talking
like a
from there.
trio. We had like a
Yeah.
trio then. We talked like every day.
Yeah.
I
but
met
then-
I met Krish a couple weeks ago through a group chat, and I met Moodit like about a
I
week
remember
ago.
how we met. I remember how we met too, Drew.
Yeah, we met
So one of
through,
our TikTok friends named Druchi, right? She had like one of those, you know how you can like swipe in to join a group chat and like you can put that in your private story, right? She had one of
Yeah.
those group chats. So then like
and then
we were just
someone
both
added me
flaming
through
her.
that.
Yeah, we were just flaming at her in the group chat. And me and her were on FaceTime, right? So she decided to add Drew to the FaceTime call. And we just
and then me and
clicked.
Moodit, yeah, it was just like instantaneous.
Yeah. Me and Drew. So I think we were in a group chat together, but we didn't talk until I joined a house party call with some of our
Yeah.
other friends, and then like I thought this dude was like insanely funny, and then
Facts.
I saw his TikTok, and then we followed each other, and then and then we joined the group FaceTime, and then like we
We just kind of like talk,
yeah.
cause like the thing with like the group chat FaceTime, like there's so many people, it gets kind of hectic. So like
Mhm.
sometimes me and Chris would just like talk to each other on the side, have our own conversations, and then it just kind of stems into like a friendship.
Mhm.
Me and Mood, it just we became friends through flaming Ruchi.
Oh yeah, we like Ria had to make us like take a 5-minute break from flaming Ruchi
Yeah,
and Mahi.
we
I remember that.
literally we, like I remember the first like group FaceTime. It was me, Mood, Ruchi, Ria, and Mahi, and me and Mood just like flaming like everybody, and then Ria was like, "I have 5 minutes." We were like, "Y'all got till 10:27, and then we're back."
Yeah, we like they made us stop. I love how you remember that too.
Yeah.
Remember the
The
time, but
exact
like
time.
yeah, we met. Basically, all three of us met through TikTok, which is the cool thing because TikTok connected us with a lot of people.
Mhm.
And the thing about TikTok is like, while it could be a toxic app, like I
It
haven't even been
introduced me
on
to
it.
some of my best friends, like
Yeah,
people I
I've
like
been
more
on
than
it
my
for
Well,
about
IRLs.
like
I mean,
yeah.
like I guess for TikTok, for like I think it's mainly toxic with the brown community that we
Definitely.
have in
Yeah,
it.
for
But
sure.
like, I've definitely met some like really close friends that I like won't forget off of TikTok. It kind of just matters, just like who you surround yourself with in this sort of virtual
I
world.
mean,
I
like
guess
yeah,
we have here.
I've had TikTok since the summer, but I was always too like lazy and kind of like shy to like post. And like quarantine just had me like so bored. I was like, you know what, this is my mission. I'm gonna go viral on TikTok, right? And then like I just started making friends, and then like I've only been on here for like a month, but like I've made some pretty good friends that I like more than people that I've known for a while. Like no
Yes.
shit. Like I still love my friends from like real life, but like
It's
in
like I feel
YouTube,
like TikTok you get a more like selective. You get a bigger array of people to select who you want to be with.
and not even just that, like you get to see what people are like who are your age, like your grade, but like in a different environment. You get to see like what different types of people are like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's kind of what
Like,
I was saying because like think about it. If you like make friends at school, right? You only have like a certain group of people you can choose from
yeah.
because there's a limit of like what like probably 300-ish kids a grade, 400, 500, like
My school
not
is
Yeah.
that
really,
many.
really crowded. You know how many kids we have per grade? We have 900 kids in my grade.
Gosh.
900 kids.
Yeah,
Ours is like
but like
400, 500, something like that.
I don't know. We have like 2,000 kids in our school or something like that.
We have 4,000, like upwards of 3,000, so about 4,000.
Holy shit!
Like half
And you're a
those though,
sophomore, right?
yeah, it was crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Half,
We should probably say our ages. I'm 16. I'm a sophomore.
I'm
me
16.
16,
I'm
I'm
a
a
junior.
sophomore.
I turned 17 in July.
You know, this quarantine got me messed up. I couldn't even get my permit.
Same. I couldn't get my
Damn.
license.
Yeah, I get my license hopefully in June next month.
Yeah,
But
I've just been getting in hours for my
You better keep hoping, bro. It's not gonna happen.
yeah,
it's not happening.
it's I mean we'll try, but I'm just
How's Virginia's corona situation looking right now?
so right now, from what I've seen, like the numbers aren't that bad down here in the south, but like in the north, like DC type, it's been like
Oh, ours is terrible,
Nova.
bro.
yeah, and like DC type, it's worse for sure because like that's like
For sure.
and like Northern Virginia is like more crowded, and then like Southern Virginia is like mainly suburbs, so like everyone's kind of like we're close, but we're not like together like city type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, here it's been terrible, honestly, bro. Like I remember a couple weeks ago we had like I want to say like 6,000 cases maybe, and in a
Yeah.
week, bro, it just doubled. It just doubled like
Mm.
straight up.
See, we were like really trailing you guys, like, cause you live in New Jersey, I live in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, it went New York, New Jersey, Michigan, cause we passed Cali, and then, but now it's like starting to settle. As I'm looking at it right now, right? So New
It's
Jersey
crazy because
it's at
like
133,000 cases,
yeah,
and Michigan's at 45 now. So
the
New Jersey's
crazy
still
thing is
second.
like it started in Seattle, so it would make so much more sense for majority of Corona to be located on the
The
West
West
Coast,
Coast.
but
Yeah.
the East Coast actually has the most.
Yeah. No, we got it worse, and that's
I
like
think it's just like the first reported one was in Seattle. I think that's really just it.
yeah,
I feel like
but
people probably
No,
had
there
it
was
but lost it.
someone flew in from I forgot from where, but they flew in on a United Arab like a UAE plane,
Hmm.
Arab Emirates, and they touched down in New York, and she knew she had corona, so she touched down in America with corona in New York. But apparently she realized it, so she got herself quarantined somewhere. But I feel like because she touched down in New York, she was in that plane, even though she had the smarts to quarantine herself, like she probably infected the other people on the plane. So that's how
yeah,
it spread. Because New York is like extremely populated, and New York to New Jersey, like what's it called? Um, commute commute from New York to New Jersey, New Jersey Junior is really high because like a lot of people that live in New Jersey work in New York, so like that's how it probably got here. You
That
know?
shit's crazy though. It's really crazy. I feel like tell me like earlier this year a lot of people weren't getting like really sick. I
yeah.
feel like a lot of people got it undetected.
Well,
Especially me.
well,
I was like
for teenagers, it's like we're asymptomatic. So like basically, I don't know if that's the right term, but basically symptoms don't show until like 2 weeks after you have it for like younger people. So like you really don't know, and that's what's like scary about it. That's like the main reason like we're on quarantine because like so for like teenagers we're young, like our immune systems are still like strong, so they think so like and we're like all like dumb, so we just think it's fine. but like
And we
opinion,
might have it.
but like from my opinion, I feel like we're more likely to have it than like adults who actually take it seriously because like
Yeah.
they're older and their immune systems aren't as good. And like because like I feel like in my neighborhood since like quarantine started, there's like been 3 parties in my neighborhood like that people are throwing, and
Yeah.
like I'm just I don't
See,
even
out
know.
here,
Like,
most people are planning it for like after quarantine.
yeah, that's what, bro, after quarantine it's gonna be like
But yeah, one of my
it's gonna
friends.
be
Oh,
so
you want to hear a
fun.
funny story? So, okay, one of my friends, they threw a banger like last year, and he lives in like a super like nice white neighborhood. And he decided his parents were out of town, so he decides to throw a banger. One of my friends was like blackout drunk, and like he was out of it. The cops came too, and like luckily I wasn't at the party, so I didn't go. But those guys,
Yeah.
like the cops flicked it, and his parents had to come home. And
Yeah,
guess what happened?
I've
Well, guess
never
what?
been to a banger.
He got a, what do you call it? He got a MIP, but he was able to like do community service to get it like off his record. But he's planning on throwing another banger now after quarantine. Dude, his parents like all they said is, "Oh, you're gonna have to stay at home with your uncle now. Like you can't be home alone." That's like his punishment for getting the cops busting a banger at his house.
Bro, if I do a banger and I got caught, I gotta.
I'd be so fucked.
I'd be dead.
Yeah.
I did like I don't
Oh,
think
my
I'd be
bad. My
alive.
bad.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
mine too.
Yeah.
We have a rule. We try not to curse too much.
Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad.
Yeah. But nah, like
With the corona thing, oh, my bad. I cut you off. Keep going.
nah, like with the like I don't know. Teenagers are so dumb. Like we're so dumb.
I'm
Like especially in America, like the amount of like dumb stuff we do.
And I feel
just
like
not
like,
caring.
a lot of us just take it for granted. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like we talk about white kids being privileged, but in reality, like a lot of us are more privileged. Like we get like our parents are willing to offer us a lot more because they went through a lot of hardships to come here, make it like get
Oh, yeah,
successful.
coming here as like immigrants from India, like a lot of, but that's also another thing. Like white kids don't realize like what our parents had to like. Even like so some of us have to go through right now. Like my cousins just moved here from India, and like I'm not gonna get into that, but like you know how it is. Like it's
Yeah.
not,
It's hard to like assimilate into a culture, especially once. How
especially
old was your
yeah.
cousin?
So like one of them's 14 and one of them's 9. So like they're
Okay,
still
so that's
pretty.
hard for both.
I mean
It's
like,
still fairly hard.
well like the one that's
For the
9, like
9-year-old, not as much, but for the
yeah,
14-year-old, it's pretty
yeah,
hard.
like I mean she's like they're just getting used to it, cause like back in it like back in India, like if you're rich in India, you're not rich here. Well,
Yeah, you
most
can
of
be
the
like
time.
generally normal. You'll be normal here, but you're not gonna be like as wealthy as you were back in India.
Yeah, but like but
I mean, it's hard to like adapt to any new environment, any new culture.
yeah, for sure. Like
It
even
brings
No, I
different.
can stand for that
even
because
from
I actually moved to America when I was 4.5. I was born in India, which a lot of people don't know. I was born in India. I did very beginning of preschool there, and I did half a year of preschool here. But I still came at an early enough age to where, you know what I mean? I'm
yeah, but
settled down.
Yeah.
even like a culture change from like middle school to high school is still something. Like
Yeah.
Dude,
My
middle school to
freshman
high
year of
school is
high
a big
school,
jump.
my
for
freshman
sure.
year of high school, bro, I was so lost. Like I was so lost.
Oh yeah, in the school, like knowing your way around the school, like it's a tough like like
Not
obviously
even
like
that, just like the workload change. You know what I mean?
oh yeah.
Like
Yeah, because middle school is a lot of just like projects and stuff.
Yeah, middle school is just like mainly like
It's more projects,
like
and you have like 1 or 2 tests like a quarter, if that.
yeah.
and they like you get a lot more slack in middle school, and then
Oh
you
yeah.
go to
In high
high school,
school,
and
it's
all the
so
slack is just
different.
gone. Like there's no slack.
There's an
Nobody cuts
extent,
you
but
slack.
then some teachers, it depends on the teacher
I
a
mean,
lot
yeah,
more too.
Yeah.
yeah, but like it's also like so in middle school, like it's mainly so like your 6th grade, like you're just in middle school. It's like the easiest year. Well, not I wouldn't say easiest. Well, it's one of the easiest years out of the 3 years. And then your 7th grade is like for me, my 7th grade was definitely harder than my 8th grade. But
Yeah.
from what I remember, so like your
I mean,
7th grade is
7th
generally
grade
like
is
harder.
7th grade is like
your
sophomore
junior year of high,
combined,
yeah.
of middle school.
But like, and then like your
8th
eighth
grade
grade
was
is
like
really
It's kind of like
easy
trying
for
to
me.
transition you into high school.
Yeah.
8th grade
Like,
was one of the best times of my life, honestly.
oh yeah, for sure. Eighth grade
Eighth grade
so
was such a
fun.
good year, bro.
Yeah, I miss I miss my 8th grade year.
Yeah.
Um,
Eighth grade
my
was a vibe.
and then like my freshman year, like yeah, I was like lost in the school and like seeing all these like people that like I never like seen before, like all these like I mean like we've seen the sophomores and juniors, but like it's so weird seeing
Never
them
the
again.
seniors.
Yeah, never the seniors. Um,
No, I remember like one of the worst parts about coming to high school was like people talk about friend groups breaking up after high school, but friend groups break up going into, because the thing is like
oh
when you're
yeah,
in middle school, it's a lot more of a closed environment. Like even if your friends are smarter than
yeah. You generally have like
you
the
get to
same
hang out with
classes
them.
with the same people.
Yeah, and like everyone eats lunch at the same time. Like in high school, like
Yeah.
people are split up, and if your
Yeah.
friends are smarter than you, like you don't get to see a lot of them. And like the thing is, like high school is two middle schools merging together. And there's a lot more people. So people that you normally like you vibe with, they might end up vibing with someone else that you don't vibe with, and then it's like a pick and choose situation.
Oh, is that how
Even
your
if
high
it's
school
like
worked? It was like 2 middle schools and then that go to the
yeah,
same
so
high school?
basically we have two elementary schools, and the majority of those two elementary schools go to one middle school, the middle school I went to. And the people that live like farther from that school, they go to the other middle school. And then the two middle schools, the majority of those kids go to the high school that I go to. And the kids that live farther, they go to the other Edison high school. Because I live in Edison, New Jersey.
Mhm.
So we have like two elementaries, two middle schools, two high schools. So yeah, so basically like a lot of my friends, like we all went to like high school together, but then over the course of high school, like they met kids from that other school that they liked more, which was okay with me. Like I mean, like obviously I don't mind because I can make friends too. Cause, but like for other people, like people who it's harder to adapt, like it sucks.
Yeah, no, so
Yeah.
my school system, like, okay, since I lived in India and then I moved to Texas, then I moved to Virginia, then I moved here. When I was in 6th grade. So in out here in Michigan, at least my school system at least, it goes like they have 4 different elementary schools in my like area. And they all end up going to there's 2 middle schools that you have to go to. So there's one that's for 5th and 6th graders, and there's one that's for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. And it's like everyone goes to the 6th and 7th grade school, or the 5th and 6th grade school, and the 6th and 7th grade school, and then they all end up at the same high school. So it's like you don't split up until like you. We end up with the
Oh.
same people until high school, unless it's like. But it's like I guess when people start like there was a lot of group splitting up, I guess, because some people had friends in different grades, and I feel like the grades mix more once you're in high school.
Yeah.
Like so,
Well,
like I feel like when you're in middle school, it's like you don't become friends with like people in different grades. Really, you have like your people in your grade because you have lunch with them. You share like basically every class with them because there's not that much like difference in classes
Even
either.
a gap, yeah.
Yeah, but then once you end up in high school, it's like you can have one class with one of your friends, but then you could have a random like in my sense like a sophomore in your class that has like 3 classes with you. So you end up becoming friends with them and like your group changes and then
This
yeah.
year, I ended up making friends with a lot of upperclassmen because well for starters, I'm in chemistry, right?
yeah.
And that's because I was in honors bio for my freshman year.
Mhm.
So because I'm in chemistry, like a lot of the juniors take chemistry because I'm like a little ahead of everyone
Yeah.
else. So I'm in class with a lot of juniors, and so I ended up making friends with a lot of juniors this year, and like doing extracurriculars. Like I do theater, and a lot of the kids in theater are upperclassmen, they're seniors, juniors.
Theater kid.
So yeah, so I
You
ended up
do? I
making
didn't
friends with a
know
lot
that.
of
I didn't know that.
upperclassmen too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And like the
for
thing is like you continue.
so like for our schools, it's like so in my county, there are 4 or 5 elementary schools, I think, and then there's 4 different middle schools, and then 4 different high schools. Yeah, 4 different or three, 4 3 high schools.
Wait, Krish, what middle school did you go to? I'm trying to
I went
think if
to I went to Chickahominy.
Oh, I know Chickahominy. Wait.
Yeah. So
No,
so
I don't think people know this, but me and Krish basically lived like 20 minutes away from each other for a while because I lived in Richmond, Virginia from third grade to sixth grade.
mhm. But yeah,
Like
so
near me, I have 2 middle schools, 2 elementary schools, and 1 high school. But like across like Edison, there's like probably 4 elementary schools, there's 4 middle schools, and there's 2 high schools.
yeah. So basically like Richmond is split up into
How many
two
counties
county two no like well okay, so there's Hanover's the county that I live in, and then there's Henrico,
where I
and
lived?
then there's Chesterfield,
So 3.
and that's the three. So like Hanover's the smallest one because we're the newest one, and then Henrico and Chesterfield are like the two biggest ones. Chesterfield's more near the city, and then Henrico has like
It's like
Henrico has a
suburb.
lot of high schools.
Yeah, there's so many in Henrico. I get
Um,
everyone got like split up after elementary school, and that like elementary
yeah,
school we were all going to like 3 different middle schools. So it's like there was a lot of adaptation there. But then I guess when I came here, they were all like the same group after
I think one of
yeah,
the
elementary school.
craziest things about the transition from like middle school to high school is like how much people change. Like
for
I
sure.
know me for like one thing, like the person I am right now is not the person I was like in 8th grade.
Okay, eighth grade me would be so disappointed in me now if I think about it.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
I
Go ahead.
didn't expect me to turn out this way.
Oh
Yeah.
no. I mean, no one expects it. Like you
I
think
mean,
you're
there's some
gonna
things that
be.
there's something I definitely regret, but there's also some things about me now that I'm proud of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure.
Well, I was
No,
looking at it from like a childish mindset when I was younger, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you learn like once you like mature and like realize. So like, okay, so with me, like, so in elementary school, I was just, I'm like the only brown kid in my school. So I was always like, I was
Can't
like
relate.
yeah,
Can't
I was,
relate.
I was basically the odd one out in a sense. Like I still like fit in, but like it was a little bit harder because like you
No,
know
I get
how
that. That
like
makes sense.
bro, kids are mean sometimes, but like um
For sure, for sure.
but going into middle school, like I mean I've never really had a problem with making friends,
Yeah.
I don't think. But like middle school, like so jumping from 5th grade to 6th grade wasn't that big of a jump, but like I definitely like made more friends. Um, cause okay, so like in 5th grade, like you're in one class the whole day, and you like go to like art, gym, whatever, and
Yeah.
then
Everyone goes everywhere
so
together.
yeah, so you stay with the same people the whole year. Then 6th grade, obviously you go to different classes in different hallways and stuff. So I like made more friends. And then 7th grade, I kind of stuck with those people. And then 8th grade, I kind of switched groups. Like I made more friends that I like vibed with a lot. And then I kind of just like rode with them for a bit. Um, and then in 9th grade, I still rode with them in 9th grade, but like not as much. Like I kind of just like sought my own path a little bit and like made a few more friends. And then like now in 10th grade, like I I'm just like friends with everyone. Like I don't have a sole friend group that I'm like that's my go-to. It's kind of just like who I'm with. I can just vibe with automatically. You know what I'm
For
saying?
me, it's like um, I've been best friends with this one kid since we were in 2nd grade. So everywhere we went, we were like together. Like everyone saw us as like a package. And so for us, it was like we kind of like did everything together, but we vibed with everyone. Like we were the friend group. Like it was just us. In like 8th grade, there was like one big friend group, but then it all just kind of got like chaotic in high school because like other kids joined, some people left, like people switch up. So then it was always just like me and him, and then whatever group we were with, we vibed. But like it was always just like him and I, like honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I
think we
think
all.
I think like the different lunches really changed everything for me. Cause in like
Yeah.
in eighth
Mm.
grade, we had like a fixed friend group, right? But then freshman year comes around, oh, there's A lunch and there's B lunch, and then for our school there's two lunches. Everyone, like the whole group got split up half and half. So like we had to like expand. And then there's like
We
it was basically two different groups.
we have 3 lunches.
Mm.
We have 12 periods in a day, and
12?
yeah. So basically how it works is you have period 1, period 2, period 3. If you have period 4 lunch, which is freshman lunch, so you have period 4, 5, and 6. So at the end of 5 and all of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all these are combined, and then 11th period, 12th period. This year I have period 6 lunch, which is sophomore lunch. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4/5, 6, 7/8, 9/10, 11, 12. So your schedule, like which period they're combined, it depends on what kind of lunch, like what period lunch you have. So we have a period 4 lunch for freshmen, period 6 lunch for sophomores, and period 8 for juniors and seniors.
That's crazy. So wait, you have 12 classes?
7, but they're spread out into like, because the thing is, 3 of your periods are combined periods, like part of one period and then like a bigger part of the other
Oh, I
period.
see. So like, okay, so basically like period 4 is like the lunch period. That's like when it starts. And then like basically you're in period 4 and then you start out
Yeah, so
either
like
in
while
lunch
I'm in,
or you
while
start out
I'm
in
in,
that class and
yeah,
then you
while I'm
go
in
to
period
period 5 or
4,
period 6 lunch. Okay.
while I'm in period 4 lunch, other people are having period like 4, 5. So then when
Yeah.
I go to
Yeah, yeah.
class, it's like the end of that period 5 and then my period 6.
Okay, I
See,
see.
so my school, it's like there's A lunch and there's B lunch. So I had B lunch freshman sophomore year, but I had A lunch this year. So with the schedule is how it works is A lunch, it's like you go first hour, second hour, third hour, and then you have lunch, right? And then you go to fourth hour, fifth hour, sixth. So it just splits midway through the day. So while you're in lunch, they're in class, and then obviously theirs is after fourth hour, the other lunch, which is B lunch.
So for us, it's so we have 4 classes a day. So basically, we have 8 classes in all, but we split them up 4 and 4.
So
So
you have like
basically,
A and B schedule.
yeah. So A days I have 4 different classes, 4 classes, and then B day I have a different 4 classes. So I switch off every day. And then for lunch, it's your third block is the longest block, and you either have first lunch, which is um I don't remember the times I haven't been in school in a while. So you have first lunch, and basically if you have first lunch, you just go straight to first lunch after second block, and then if you're in second lunch, you go to your third block, and then when the bell rings at second lunch time, you go to lunch, and then you come back for the rest of the period or the rest of the block, and then third lunch, you just go straight to lunch when it's time, and then you just go straight to your fourth block.
Do you
That
guys
makes sense.
have semesters or quarters?
So for us, we have 4 quarters, but they're split up into 2 semesters. So like basically, we get a report card after every 9 weeks.
That's how ours goes too. It's like 2 quarters, but then they average it out
Yeah,
to the
into a
semester
semester
grade.
grade. Yeah.
We have
Yes.
we have a report card for every quarter.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah,
get.
yeah,
But
that's the
like
same for us.
Do you guys have
the only grade that gets sent to college is the semester grade for us.
no,
Or your
no, we
final
get
grade.
like marking period grades.
No, we get the grades for it, but like
Yeah,
the
like
only thing that's
we
gonna get
don't
sent to the college.
no, that's not how it works for us. Like
Damn.
we don't they don't average it. Like
Oh,
whatever
damn.
your grades are for the morning, that's what goes.
So that's your. I mean, honestly, that's a good and a bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. I mean,
Cause like for me, it's like when I had like a good first quarter grade, I low key slack off in the class during second quarter because I know I'll average it out. But then if I have like a bad first quarter grade, I work harder in the other class so I can like
No,
balance it
for
out.
us, we have to work hard every quarter.
I mean, that's nice too.
Yeah, but then it looks better, low key. Because then
it
like
does.
if you work hard every quarter,
It
all your grades
shows.
are fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And if you slip up, it doesn't hurt as much.
Yeah.
It doesn't have as big of an impact on your GPA as getting a semester grade because then you have less grades getting put into that.
Word.
Shit's crazy
So,
though. I'm about to be
what
a
is-
senior next year.
Bro, that's crazy. Like one
That
more
means
year.
I'm about to be a junior.
Like, yeah, I'm
Like
about
my
to be
SATs are coming, bro.
yeah,
Dude,
same.
did I tell you? So Chris knows about SAT prep for me. I
Mhm.
drove an hour and a half away, twice a week, 2 to 3 times a week, because like I'd have class every Thursday and then I'd have a practice test every Saturday or Sunday, and then I'd have like what do you call review lessons. So I'd go both days a lot, but
When did you start preparing?
I had it from October to February, and I was preparing for the March SAT, which is right when Corona hit. So I did all of that for nothing. Like all SATs up to May are canceled, so I'm really hoping for this online SAT.
What is y'all? So, what do y'all usually do in summer? Like, I want to know. Like,
So okay, last summer the first half I had like a really good period where like I'd wake up, I'd go play basketball with some of my friends that live nearby, and then we'd go swim because like I live in an apartment because it's only me, my mom, my dad. We don't really need a house, so like we'd go chill at the pool in my complex. Then we'd work out like later in the day, and then I'd just come home and I'd chill.
yeah.
And that was like for the good first half of summer, and then like second half I just kind of chilled at home. But then I'd also go to like, a city that's like an hour and a half away because a lot of my friends live there. So it's like my friend group is split up between 2 cities. Oh my bad, cut you off.
I got into some trouble before summer. So I was kind of grounded, but it wasn't that bad.
I don't get grounded. I just get lectured.
No, I was like, it wasn't like grounding. I was allowed to have friends over, but I wasn't allowed to go out. So like.
So you were allowed to have friends at your house, but you weren't allowed to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought you used to like hang out with my brother a lot. We play basketball in the driveway. Sometimes I would like if the weather was really nice, I would go biking, like with one of my friends.
Oh, biking.
Because like towards the end of the summer, my parents were like, yeah, you can go biking with your friends. Like that's chill. So I'll go biking. We go to like there's a lot of parks like where I live, like dog parks, stuff like that. So we just kind of like chill there and vibe. And I hung out with my girlfriend, with my ex-girlfriend. Like we hung out a lot that summer.
Those stories.
Yeah, that's a story for another time. But
now I know where that.
Well,
now I know where summer nights came from.
Well, we'll have an episode where we just explain our love life.
Yeah.
What I do during summer. So summer for me, geez, I had a wild summer.
I traveled a lot. Yeah.
During the day, I'd wake up around like 12, 1, usual shit.
Lucky, bro.
And then I'd call my friend, and we would just go to the pool. Like we would go to the pool for like 8 hours a day, like until it closed.
Yeah, then, like you said.
He definitely came out with pickle fingers.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yo, your fingers are like so. Oh.
No, but like I don't know, like the pool was just like the vibe for that summer. Like we would just vibe, like we would literally go even when it was like raining, we would go. Like that's how much like we enjoyed going.
We would no, cause like over here we have like a gym in my apartment complex, and it's like right on the way to the pool, right? So we would go play basketball, then work out. Then
that's kind of the same thing for my neighborhood. So like in my neighborhood, we have 3 tennis courts, 1 basketball court, a volleyball court, 2 pools, and then like at one of the pools, which is like near to my house, is like the clubhouse of our neighborhood. So like basically like the manor house, and it has a gym in it, and then there's like a pool right outside. But then there's another pool that's like bigger, like basically like a few blocks down the street, and that's where I usually went. But if I wanted to go work out, I'd go to that pool. But yeah, so like during the day I'd just be um vibing at the pool, chilling with the lifeguards, cause like there's obviously like dry days at the pool where like no one's there, and like me and my friend became really tight with the lifeguards there. I was actually gonna lifeguard this summer, but then freaking Corona happened. But
Dude, when you said go to the pool when it was raining, that's such a dude.
It's
oh
so
my god,
nice. It's so nice.
so sweet. Um, yeah, and then at night, well,
We
night
don't
was a
talk about
different
that on
story.
here.
Yeah,
We don't talk about that on here.
We don't talk about the nightlife.
This is PG-13. This is PG-13.
Yeah. That's a story.
Can't
for
make
another
this
time.
rated R. Can't make this rated R, boys. PG-13.
No, I mean night wasn't bad. I just went out.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically my whole summer. And well, actually, I actually forgot. So I took a class. I took a summer class.
I did too. I took financial literacy.
So I took a summer class. I would wake up at 7. How did I forget? Okay, so this summer, starting like around the end of June is when my class started. So I wake up around like 6:30, go to the class around 7, get out at 1. I'd call my friend, head to the pool. That's literally what happened for like a month straight. And then once the class was over, I was just vibing the rest of the summer because like it was only a month long. And then yeah.
Bro, imagine if all of us lived like in the same
Dude,
place.
we'd be bowling every day.
You guys don't understand that. Like me and Truve are twins. So we've come to this conclusion.
The first day we talked, we started like asking each other shit like about each other, and every answer was the same. Like
only difference was I don't like Kendrick Lamar. Only thing. There's the one difference between us. And I'm an inch taller, but I'm also a year older, so you have to like factor that.
Dude, you're 6'1"?
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot.
Yo, we got all
6'2",
okay.
6'1", 6.
Yo, I wanted to talk about that. Being above 6 foot as an Indian kid is overrated. It's not as crazy as people make it out to be.
In general.
Yeah, no, it's not that crazy. Like it's not like people say if you're above 6 foot, you're tall. I think it's more above average.
Dude, girls like 5'5" be like, yo, when a man's 6 foot, like how you
There's no difference between 6 foot and 5'11". I'm telling you right now.
No, but like
if a guy says he's 6 foot, there's a chance he's 5'11". That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, no, like
most likely you're gonna like scuff up that.
Okay.
Because I'm like I'm 6'1" and something, but I round up to 6'2".
Yeah, no, I'm either 5'11" or 6 foot. I don't know which one, but
I'm like probably upwards of like 6 foot. So
well,
I'm upwards of 6'1". Yeah.
I'd say like when I have shoes on, I'm definitely 6 foot. Maybe like six and a half.
I've gotten when I'm shoes on, I'm like 6'2" and a half. So some kid was trying to tell me I was 6'3" at school. I'm like, hell no.
Yeah.
I'm not that.
There's a kid in my grade.
It's not that crazy.
There's a kid in my grade, 6'9".
Abby?
6'9".
There's a kid in my there's a kid, the person that sits next to me at lunch. He's Indian as well. He's 6'6".
Wait, is the person who's 6'9", is he brown?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, it's always the Indian kids.
Yo, someone's coming for Abby's brand.
He doesn't play basketball though. Craziest thing.
I don't think Abby.
I mean, Abby doesn't play basketball either.
Not for college.
Yeah, he does.
Not for college.
Yeah.
But he hoops every now and then.
No, but like I know some people like if I was your height, I'd be in the NBA. I'm like, okay, but you're not my height. There's a difference. It's like, dude, you developed your skills for your height.
6'2" in the NBA is tiny.
Yes.
Tiny, absolutely tiny.
Bro, like 6'3" is the bare minimum.
No, not bare minimum. That's like
that's
your average. That's your average point guard height. Like Steph Curry's like, I think they measured him in like he's like 6'2" and like 3/4. So he's like almost 6. So he goes by 6'3".
But like if you like match, like if you see him with like
That's so crazy to me.
other dudes, like he's
Steph
short.
is like an inch tall.
Dude,
Steph is an inch
when
taller
you
than me.
see like 6'3" NBA players compared to like 6'10" NBA players, the 6'3" dudes look 5'11".
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's literally like bare minimum.
Like
Like
I've never followed basketball, and honest to God, bro, before I started playing 2K, from watching like Steph Curry highlights, I thought this dude was 5'11". Then I
No,
I looked
they
him up, I
look
was like,
tiny on the court, but it's just because they're like, to be in the NBA, you have to be an athletic freak.
yeah. And I
Because
mean,
the
like,
big
it's
men, they have
insane.
to be able to like defend the rim. Because like it's like they get the best of the best for a reason. It's like
I'd say like like the like
there's no like
average.
minimum, but like
Yeah.
for a
I'd say
good
like
chance,
I think like average height is like 6'5" in the NBA.
6'5",
Like 6'5",
6'6", for sure,
6'6".
for sure, for sure.
Dude, but Nate Robinson, like I admire him a lot. The dude's
5'9",
5'10",
bro.
5'9", 5'10",
Muggsy
and he was
Bogues, bro. That man
he
was
was one of the
5'3".
best.
Muggsy Bogues was goated. That man was 5'3". Same height as my
Bro,
mom.
Taco Fall is
7'6",
7'7".
7. Oh yeah. No, I think he's 7'6".
I'll forget about
Dude,
Yao Ming.
Yeah, my Yao Ming was
how the
7'6".
hell do you walk through a damn doorway when you're 7'7"?
He probably has to
How
get
did
down
you
on like his knees.
you can't even duck that shit. You duck that shit. Ow. Right there. Now you look like a unicorn because
Yeah,
you got a
mans
bump in
can
your head
dunk.
this
Yeah,
big.
mans can just like, and he's dunking. It's like me on like a, what do you call it, like a 7-foot hoop.
He doesn't jump. He
I would not want to be 7 foot, like
That like,
six
cause
too
that
much.
causes major back problems.
six
But you
three,
guys know
six
about like Manute
four.
Bol, like the story
Uh,
behind him. Like
Yeah.
apparently like nobody knows his actual age. Cause like where he was from. Okay, so he was like 7'7", right? You know that. That
Mhm.
man went crazy in the 90s. Manute Bol. So he when he came from Africa to play basketball in college, they didn't know his age, so they just put him at a college age so he could play. They thought he was like 50, like he was in his 30s to 50s while playing in the NBA. And that
Damn.
man was
goated.
that's crazy. Imagine he played like a regular age, because like apparently like his tribe in Africa was like the average height there is like crazy high regardless. So they have like the tallest like people of mankind. They're, like
Bro,
plus
I really want to see a brown kid in the NBA, like a brown
there
person.
was, but now he's in the G League.
No, not even just like
Yeah.
in the NBA, like NFL.
Satnam Singh.
Just like
Satnam Singh was in the
I
NBA, but then he went to the G League because he wasn't good enough.
Brown people made headway in soccer, but they still have yet to make any headway in another sport
India
besides like
soccer team's
yeah.
moving up. India soccer team's moving up. They're in the top
Sunil
100 now.
Sunil Chhetri
Sunil
is
Chetri has
second in
more.
goals.
Yeah, he has more than
That
Messi.
he's second behind Ronaldo.
Yeah,
That's
Bro,
insane, dude.
the
still
thing is
People
Barca.
like Messi.
what
Still
freaking
Barca though.
what freaking annoys me with freaking Indians in sports, we are so like
Close-minded.
our
Yeah,
stand
Indian parents would rather have their kids focus on studies than sports.
people put our standards so low when it comes to sports.
Yeah, they don't
But like
expect us to do for everything.
anything else besides like academics, they put our standards so low.
And
Well,
it's like to a
also
point where, oh my bad.
it's a stereotype that we put on ourselves if you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Because
No, for sure.
even in India, people are like, sports is a waste of time. Like you don't know if you'll make it. Stick to studies.
Yeah,
So
it carries on from there to here. Because
yeah,
that's the mindset people put on their kids so they can go to America a lot.
like for example, my dad, he didn't want to be like an athlete. He wanted to be a cook. And my
That went by
grandpa,
cricket.
yeah, my grandpa, and then after like he wanted to be a cook when he was like still in like grade school, and after college, like before college, he wanted to go into medicine, but my grandpa was like, no, you have to do engineering. So like thankfully he doesn't like he says that you can do whatever you want, like as long as you're happy, but like a lot of parents aren't the same way.
Like you
Yeah,
like
my parents are chill with what I do.
yeah, my parents
Yeah.
my parents are like as long as you're living a stable life, a stable
As long
income,
as I can raise a
Yeah.
you
family.
do what you want.
That's really it. Like if I can raise a family and pay them raise my
Yeah.
family.
Cause like I mean like to this day like I mean I'm only a sophomore but like I still don't know what I want to do.
I have no clue, and I'm a junior, almost a senior, bro. Like, I'm still like on the edge of with a lot of
Dude, that
things.
shit is scary, bro.
Yeah, like
We're going into real life, bro.
like I like there's no more school, like it's college, like this is like your profession. Like I don't
Freshman year
want
of college about to go crazy though.
I
Dude,
think
imagine like going to college for a major and deciding that you like something else. Like,
No, you can
I
switch
mean
majors. You can switch
I
mean
know,
majors.
like
but like that's such a scary thing to do, bro. Like, if I
I
go to
mean,
college, I
no, I
want to
mean
be
like
sure about what I'm doing.
exactly. But like no, my sister like she switched majors. Like so she originally so like my parents like they always talked about electrical engineering around her, so kind of like pushed her to like where she took electrical engineering as a major. But after like her second year or like her first semester of her second year, so her first semester of her sophomore year, she's like, I don't want to do this. Like I'm not happy. So and she's really good at math. So she switched over to a math major and she's literally like she like I remember she was like really stressed throughout her freshman year. Like now she's like, you know, a bit better and like she's like actually enjoying what she's doing. So I mean like
that's good. That's
if
actually really
you
good.
if you
Yeah.
like something else, it's not a bad thing. It's just like when
You'd
like
rather want
just
to figure it out in your first 2 years
like
because that's when you're
I'm
getting out
like
the basics. Because
yeah
once you
like
go into like the more
junior
specific
yeah.
study, because that's normally like the last 2 years of college, that would be like, that's more difficult, I
Bro,
guess, to switch
you know what's
majors.
crazy? People go to college to become music majors, but a lot of the people that create music that we listen to,
Didn't go to college.
they didn't go to college. They didn't go to high
Well,
school.
You know one big one? You know 24K Golden?
mhm.
He went to USC, but then he dropped out.
Didn't J. Cole go to some big university?
There's a lot of
I think
artists
so.
there. Any music you guys hyped about? I know that
Um
Nav album coming out tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's the 7th, right?
no, it's an eight.
Yeah, so midnight tomorrow. Lil Durk's album and Nav's album is coming out tomorrow.
I
I
listen to
mean
Lil Durk,
okay.
and I don't really like Nav. Not anymore.
Nav,
Um
he's been hitting different recently. I like his leaks more than his actual music. Like Turks was better when it leaked than when it actually dropped, in my opinion.
I feel like Nav just got corny after Perfect Timing.
Yeah, it's 27. Okay, perfect timing and like 2017 more Nav. That's like I
Like
like that music.
Nav, the album, it was fire.
Banger,
It was
banger, it's
hands
banger.
down a good album.
He deserved to be
Timing,
where he was because of that.
Perfect Timing with Metro Boomin, heat. That whole album was fire. But like after that, like he just raps about the same damn stuff like over and over and over again.
It was like once he blew up, all he raps about is just showing off
yeah.
again.
I'm gonna like well okay. So I'm looking at his Spotify right now. So wanted you banger. Freshman list. I was kinda iffy about freshman list.
The whole Reckless album was okay.
Yeah, I was getting to that. So
Bad Habits was just bad.
so Nav, the album, great album, perfect timing, good album. Um freaking Reckless. Okay. So my thing is with Reckless is like um so Champion with Travis Scott, absolute banger.
Champion. But that was more because
Um
of
That was
Travis.
banger.
yeah, like Travis like carried him in that song. Never Change and Reckless was good. I fucked with that. Um the one with Gunna was alright. Um with Me was okay. I mean like his songs are just like mediocre and then Bad
Okay,
Habits was
but if you go through this, okay, let's look at his top songs, right? Let's go. I'm on Apple Music. Top song
okay.
right now, Yosemite. I love Yosemite, like the song, but Nav's part didn't really have a big thing in it. It really could have been taken out, and it still would have been a great song. Tell me that's not true.
Yeah, it's bad.
Because like I mean, like it blew up the song because at the beginning, remember it was like the meme because like it was like Nav recorded it from a toilet because the verse had such bad quality when
Mhm.
Yosemite first dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember that when Astroworld
Yeah.
first released in Yosemite? Like Nav's verse was just trash. Next song is Turks, which that's probably up there because it just released. When the song leaked, I was really hyped from it, but it was like I don't know. His song,
Leaks have effectively ruined a lot of songs for me.
that's true. Myron, Kobe Roland, or whatever they call it now, Bean.
Okay.
It just
Okay.
hits so much better in the car than it did.
Well, okay. So with like Lil Uzi, like okay, so I'm going like Lil Uzi. So like when Lil Uzi was first popping, I'm talking Money Longer.
Oh, so
Um,
2016,
yeah. So like no,
2016,
okay,
2017.
okay. I think we can all agree nothing can beat 2016 rap, like 2016 hip hop.
When Migos, oh, that 2016 freshman list.
Yes, like Denzel Curry, Lil Yachty, 21 Savage, Lil Uzi,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Dude, I remember I
Kodak.
found that. I was like, I found out like about it. I found out about it like a month after it released. But that's
Yeah,
what really made the freshman list such a big thing too. I don't really hear people talk about the freshman list much until after that. At least for
yeah.
people our age.
And I mean, like, there's like hard rappers coming, like the baby, like he just started like I mean, he's been going for a while, but like people started noticing him around like last year. I mean, like, the baby's hard. Like,
Oh shit! It's
I,
been almost a year since the baby just blew up. Yeah.
yeah, I mess with the baby, but
I don't
like,
know. His sound got really boring for me now. Like I don't like his music anymore. I liked it until like actually I stopped liking it once I saw him perform. Once I saw him punch
Who?
somebody in the crowd, the baby.
The baby.
Oh yeah, that's a funny story. At my like the baby performed at a music festival that happens in my city called the Prime Music Festival in Lansing, and he punched a guy in the crowd, and I was like really close. Drew knows this. Do you want me to
No,
play the video?
one of my friends went to Astroworld, and
That's I missed that. I was so sad.
He comes back the next day, busted lip. He's telling us how this dude had to get carried out on a stretcher. This other guy broke his nose. Oh no!
um,
Rest in peace, Anurag.
wait, is your like Instagram banned?
No, I'm back on right now. I don't know.
Okay.
I just got like a
Um,
notification.
yeah, I mean, like, okay, so like 2016 was like the year I started like getting into rap, as you could like say, because like until like
Sixth grade.
yeah, like sixth and seventh grade was like the years that like I started getting into rap and like actually like listening to these people, because like I wasn't a big music listener until middle school.
Me
Okay,
neither, honestly.
two big artists that I want to talk about. Drake.
And Travis
Drake,
Scott.
like, you can. No, I was gonna say Drake and Tyler the Creator. Like, first I want to talk about Drake. Drake, everyone's like so many people like Drake, but he's kind of like Nav for me, bro. Like, I don't like his music. His music has no something. And if he makes a hit, it's just a super.
It gets overplayed.
Yeah, like
a super catchy hook with no substance to it.
Yeah, like in my feelings.
Old Drake hits different.
Okay,
New
yeah,
Drake is
for me.
Okay, so like
Drake's career ended after Hotline Bling. Like Hotline Bling was the decline for me.
I haven't heard like I remember. Wait, what's the album he dropped? Like, would you cut the one where he was like on the what's the thing called in Toronto? Like the tower. You guys like the album he dropped in 2016? Let me look up.
Views.
Yeah, Views.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's on that was like the last album.
Drake's been around since like 2012.
Wait, before that too, I think.
Cause like okay, so like with Drake, like Drake started working with Lil Wayne, and that's how he kind of that's how like Drake kind of like started his career out. Like he knew Wayne, and like Lil Wayne kind of like set his
Drake
career.
also came out from Degrassi.
Yeah. So like okay. So,
Wheelchair Jimmy.
Okay, so old Drake is like a lot. So for me, like I don't really like old school rap. Like I can appreciate it because that's like a lot. Like old school rap, that's just bars after bars after bars. But like it's all the same.
That's why
I appreciate it, but I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not my type.
Like I can't mess with like the flow. It's mainly just the flow. that like I can't mess with. Like I need like a faster, like upbeat type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I'm more of a vibey type of person, so I like the singing
Yeah.
route to an extent. So like,
Yeah.
For me, I know they're not exactly old school rap, old school flow, but like Tyler the Creator, ASAP Rocky, like X, but like old X. Not when he was screaming, but when he was like on his like his old school flow type of thing. Like for me, those songs, like those are my vibe songs. But I have a really diverse music taste. I listen to a lot of like underrated artists, a lot of like aesthetic songs. But like for me, Tyler the Creator was like a big breakthrough in my like
no, tell me some underrated people.
music taste.
Put me on.
Peachtree Rascals.
What type of music?
Still Woozy. Huh?
What type of music is the Peachtree Rascals?
They're like singing rap. Still
I'll
Woozy is
check them
like
out.
singing. There's like indie, but not indie. If you know what I mean.
Okay.
I listened to Brockhampton before they were hype.
I had friends that tried to put me onto them, but I was never really able to like really enjoy them.
It's
I
a
never
lot of
did. That was not my
a lot
type.
of artists like acquired taste. Like one artist that like, in my opinion, like really hard to Playboy Cardi.
I
Yeah.
love Playboy Cardi. I don't know why.
It took me so long to start liking Playboy Cardi.
I never mess with him like that. If I'm being honest, like
I feel like if you want to like learn how to mess with Cardi, you have to let the beat carry the song.
I
You
mess with
can't
his
let his
vibe as a
lyrics.
person too, though.
I don't know much
Just
about
the
him
way
as a
that Cardi
person.
carries himself. I like his style.
I like the way A$AP Rocky carries himself, bro. A$AP
A$AP
Rocky is
Rocky
the swaggiest dude ever, bro. Like
that man could bag any bitch. Oh my god, that's.
But
It's first
okay, so like,
episode. It's gonna take some
but like
taking too.
back to like, what was I talking about? I was talking about Drake, right? Yeah. So I was trying to back to like Drake. Like I remember what was that one song? Marvin's Room.
Everyone, that's like iconic.
Yeah, Marvin's Room was like
that whole
okay.
that whole album was insane, bro. Take Care was one of his greatest albums of all time.
But okay,
That's
so like
where Drake really made his name.
my thing is with Drake, like I love Drake. Like I like Drake's voice, but like I can't, like it's kind of hard for me to listen to his music because like y'all know like he has a ghostwriter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like it's kind like it's not like authentic.
Drew.
I dropped my AirPod.
Okay.
It's not like Drake's music's not like authentic to me anymore because like he has a ghostwriter. And like once I like heard that, I was like, because I used to message Drake like all the time. But then like
Here's
I
the thing
heard
with
that.
Drake. For me, it's just like I guess now I think he makes music more to like appeal to the people rather than true to his roots. You know what I mean? Like the music he doesn't do he does more to appeal to the public than to the actual fans. Because he wants a song that becomes like a major hit.
But
most of his songs he makes, I feel like trying to be like major hits instead of like actual good music that he
making
makes.
him more money, but it's losing respect.
Yeah, he's going for the money route. He's going for the clout.
Okay, so like on his mixtape, like Chicago Freestyle, like that felt like old Drake.
Yeah, that was great.
That felt like old Drake.
Pain 1993 disappointed hard.
But
Cardi sounds like a kid, bro.
Yeah, that was like pure baby voice Cardi.
So like with Drake, like I don't know, but like it was like Best I Ever Had was like one of his really good albums, like probably one of his best albums. So I have to go look at his Spotify because I can think of this top of my head. Okay, so let me see. So
if you're reading this, it's too late. That was like a vibe. What a time to be alive. That was a whole vibe too.
Okay, Summer 16. Oh wait, that was a single. Okay, so Thank Me Later. Really good. I love that. Nothing Was the Same. I love that album. If you're reading this too late, Views was a good album. More Life. Okay, so my thing with More Life is
There's
Um,
certain songs.
like Portland. Bro, I freaking love that song.
KMT,
Um,
wasn't that the one that had the it had the same flow as Look at Me?
I think so.
Yeah. Wait, let me listen to it.
Honestly, like I stopped listening to Drake after If You're Reading This, It's Too Late.
Okay, this So Far Gone album, he
Passion
should
Fruit
delete
was
it.
good too.
So
But
Far Gone was garbage.
it was so bad, like literally the worst track I've ever heard.
Okay, my favorite songs from More Life were Passion Fruit, Galchester, Portland,
Okay.
um, Do Not Disturb, and the one with Part Next Door, Since Way Back. Care
Um,
Package was ass.
I
Oh,
liked
yeah,
Views a
bro.
lot more. I liked Views.
Views
Um,
too mainstream. in my
okay,
opinion.
but like Drake can release good singles though. It's so weird. Like, so freaking his Behind Bars, that was freaking fire in my opinion. Um, obviously Money in the Grave was good. Um, Look Alive was just a hype song.
I'm talking Scorpio. Scorpion.
You know who I used to really like around like my eighth grade time? So you're
Mm,
seventh grade?
mm.
Ray Shremmerd. I love those
Oh,
guys.
facts.
You know, I got
2017
this.
Ray Shremmerd.
Oh, dude, that shit hit different.
They
I got
slap.
to see them perform in the summer too. It was so nice. It was just
Bro,
like,
what was that? What was that one song? That was my all-time
Honestly, you
favorite.
know who's
oh, do you call it the
really
Black Beatles?
underrated?
The what do you
No,
call
I hated Black
Mannequin
Beatles.
Charms? What
I
do you call
hated
You
Black
know who's
Beatles.
I
really
ain't got no
underrated, bro?
type.
Nah.
But
Mac Miller, bro.
I love Mac Miller.
Mac
He's
Miller is
so
Nike's on my
bars,
feet. Donald Trump.
ladders.
His last album was so good.
My
Bro,
favorite was
freaking
like
that. I
talking
forgot
about
the
kids
song name.
kicking
I
incredibly dope shit. Album that just came out.
haven't heard it. There's this one song.
Swimming was really good.
Was that the
Swimming,
one with? Was
ladders.
that the one with Miguel?
Oh,
Miguel is good.
That was Weekend. Good AM.
Yeah.
Everything good on the weekend.
That song was good.
Self Care is great.
Okay, so what did you guys think of the Scorpion album?
No,
It's
that was
great.
so shitty. I didn't have any songs from that on my playlist.
Mm-mm.
I did not like that. I don't know why, but for
No.
me that didn't hit.
Okay, so Mob Ties I liked. Can't Take a Joke. I thought it was freaking hard. In My Feelings overplayed. Nonstop. I mean, like his God's Plan overplayed. I'm upset. It was alright, but like it had no meaning. Emotionless. Like I don't know. Drake songs just don't have any meaning anymore. Like freaking what was that one song? From Time, bro. From Time by Drake. That was literally like that's literally like my go-to feel song.
One artist that makes the same kind of music over and over again, but it still hits. Those guys.
You're really
Yeah.
coming from an idol like that, bro.
Yeah. No, Muted loves Skies.
No, I love him too.
You didn't know, like I don't think people understand to the extent where I love Skies though. Like
I think you love Skies the extent that I love Juice WRLD.
okay, I love Juice too, but here, let me explain.
Bro, no.
So Skies is just like I found him. He was like I found him when I was like he was small, so I saw him grow. But I love his music, and then there's like I kind of like embrace like I love just like the vibe he carried. I loved his music. I loved the way he dressed. I just love the vibe he carried, the message he carried with himself. So he's
That's
like
me with Juice.
yeah, Juice
Yeah,
was
no,
like at the same time
no,
Juice.
no, true. Like I love Juice. Like Juice, like my all-time rap idol.
Bro, honestly, like it sounds corny, but Juice WRLD, like he changed like my life.
Bro, that man just
Juice
reigned.
WRLD did too. Honestly,
That man just
Skies and
reigned
Juice.
positive. Juice reigned positivity. Like he was such a vibe. Like literally, like any type of style.
It's
of
like he
music,
knew what we were all going through. That's why
and
I
like
realized.
any type of style of music, he could do it. And like, have you guys heard his freestyles? Like,
oh my
bro,
god,
That man is the godliest
can-
freestyler of all
bro.
time.
bro! You know, have you ever seen his Fire in the Booth?
Yes, bro. No, did you hear his freestyle on the Yes Indeed beat?
Yeah, I have.
Bro,
I've heard that.
a
That
lot
shit
of
was
people say
so
that he's
hard.
arguably one of the best freestylers ever.
Oh no, he is. That man can go for days if he wanted to.
Wait,
Honestly, you know he has a 1 hour freestyle.
yeah.
Yes,
So I
I
want to talk
listened to
about.
all of it. I listened to the whole hour.
So yeah, like let me talk
What do
some
you
crazy
pick up?
things. I'll show you. But so I had like this girl I was talking to in the summer, right? So she had like a Little Skies fan page. That's how we met because I followed the fan page because I thought it was cool. We figured out she was from Michigan. We talked for a little, okay? Shit didn't go well, but like I was on her fan page and she made me start. She kind of got me into like I started one for a while, but I only really used it to talk to people. So I got into contact with. If you guys know who Nick Jandora is, the guy who did like the Lust music video, and like did the tours. So yeah, like me and him DM, like we talked every now and then, but he sent me two disposable pictures of skies from tour, one of one. So it's this one, and here I'm not gonna show his Addy on here because I don't feel like I don't want to show my Addy either. But like just so you know, it's actually from him.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I always have that picture of skies there. And I met skies too, so that's crazy. And then the bottom, it's autographed by Nick too. It's like
Bro, I
it's
wish I
his.
could have met Juice WRLD, man.
See, that's a touchy subject for me.
I started listening to Juice WRLD in like from the 999 mixtape, like his first ever, like with Moonlight, Sticks and Stones, Let Me Know, the freestyle, like
Oh,
Mhm.
so how'd you find him?
SoundCloud.
That's how I
Yeah,
found
like
skies. I found Juice from Lyrical Lemonade.
I I was listening to Uzi, and then it was like on a shuffle play radio kind of thing,
Yeah, yeah.
and Let Me Know came up, and I was like, yo, like
let
whoever
me
this is,
know,
like
let
he's
me
fire.
know.
I know all the words, bro.
Dude, remember when
I
Let Me
know,
Know was like the what do you cut TikTok song?
yeah. I found your room.
I feel your
I
vibe.
know, I know every word to every song in Goodbye and Good Riddance. Like
It's
every
crazy
word.
talking about meeting Juice though. Like it's like me touchy still. Cause like to this day I could have if I finished my online geometry class in the summer a day earlier. Like you guys don't understand, okay? So like during the summer I took an online geometry class, right? So like I didn't really do much of it because of summer, and then I was like, we went to vacation. We went to LA. Well, not LA. We went to Seattle first. We went to my cousin's house. We stayed at their house in Seattle for like a couple of days, and then like LA, and then we went to my cousin in near San Jose, their place. Like we were gone for 2 weeks, and that was like after that there was like 3 days before the class ended, and the concert was August 10th. That's the day my class ended. Still,
That's my
I
half
still remember
birthday.
that. Yeah, but so basically, if I finished my course the day earlier, I would have been able to go to the Juice WRLD concert, but my parents didn't let me because I didn't finish the course.
Damn.
But I think that's like
I
we've been
mean,
going for a good bit.
our next episode is gonna be about music actually. If that
It's
gives
gonna
you
be
Yeah,
a
guys
it's
big
gonna
any,
artist.
be,
If you guys know Brown TikTok, you'll definitely know the person. Music.
and
and
then
it's gonna get a little political towards the end. There's gonna be
yeah,
a lot of talk about the
in
the
some
brown
cases.
community that we kind of ended on, like we touched on it today.
Mhm.
But thank you guys for watching, listening. This is
If you can, like, at least can you share the podcast a little? Like, just
yeah.
we'd ask if you
Even if you
enjoyed it to
didn't listen
share.
to the whole thing, if you enjoyed any portion of it, share it.
Hopefully, come back for next time. We're just
Mhm.
getting started, by the way. Like, this is like our very introduction. We have a lot up our sleeves. Don't worry. A lot
We
up
got
our sleeves.
we got
Come
plans.
back, come back to hear what's the next move.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back.
What's the move next time?
Yeah,
All
but
right.
All right.